Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and people who consider yourself neither. Folks, it's, thems. We live in strange times. Sometimes people don't want to be defined by a gender or anything. They're an it, and I support that. You go it. You go girl. You go boy. You go whatever the fuck you want to be. You go furries. You go mascots. This episode is brought to you by LegalZoom. LegalZoom is a website that allows you to take care of many of your legal needs without leaving your home. LegalZoom.com has been helping Americans get personalized wills, powers of attorney, living trust for over 10 years. They have an A+ from the Better Business Bureau. That is a fantastic recommendation right there. You can get an LLC, you can start a corporation, trademarks, real estate documents, and more. The service was developed by some of the best legal minds in the country, allegedly. I don't know if that's true. Should fucking allegedly that. I don't know who the best are. Did they have a contest? Is there a gold medal in legal minds? Excellent legal minds. How about that? Awesome legal minds that you can trust. And they make it painless for you to get the best legal protection that you can get without ever leaving your home, which is the beautiful thing about it. You can do it all through LegalZoom and take care of so many different things. Start a business, form your own LLC. And LegalZoom also will connect you to a third-party attorney. If the whole process becomes confusing and you're saying, I don't know if what I'm doing is legal, LegalZoom will connect you to an independent attorney. It's not a law firm, but they can provide you with self-help services that will make your life infinitely easier. You don't have to make an appointment. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to pay someone some ridiculous amount of money. You can form an LLC starting at $99. Boom, pow, never leave your house. Do it all drunk and naked. No one could stop you. And for special savings at checkout, enter the code word Rogan in the referral box at checkout. That's LegalZoom.com and use the code word Rogan. LegalZoom is how Brian started the Death Squad podcast network. It's how he incorporated it. It's how On It was originally incorporated. I know many people that have used LegalZoom. It is an excellent service. It's very easy to use. And you could even get divorced in LegalZoom. I don't think it's likely. It's probably going to take a lot more than that. If you've caught yourself in the legal entanglement and the quagmire and the octopus's tentacles that is divorce. But for most things, LegalZoom can handle it. Go there, check it out. You will enjoy it. LegalZoom.com, and then use the code word Rogan in the referral box at checkout. And I can't recommend them enough, especially with that A+ from the Better Business Bureau. It's a fantastic service. LegalZoom.com. Use the code word Rogan. We only have one sponsor today. Why fuck around? Let's cue the music, Jamie. Stefan Molyneux is here.
Joe Rogan Podcast. Check it out.
And so am I.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan Podcast by night. All day.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the dark north of Canada, the white north, enjoying the fabulous sun here. Well, it's sunny where you are too now, right? It's all right.
Staggeringly beautiful.
Beautiful in the winter.
Oh, yeah.
In the summertime is fantastic.
She is a seductive bitch in the summer, Canada. She really is. She's like, hey, come. No problem. Yeah, come on. Set up a house, build some stuff, couple of bugs, no biggie, and then, bam, ice fist of snow around your heart for all eternity.
Yeah, I have friends that live several hours north of Edmonton.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I visited them in the spring, and it's fantastic. It's just gorgeous, green, and the walleye fishing is great.
Yeah, absolutely. How do you end up living a few hours? Like, did they disturb a mummy's tomb? Did they get cursed in some horrifying way? What happened?
That's a good question. They're from there.
Are they Shrek? Are they just dodging villagers? I mean,
they're really nice folks.
Wow.
And they're from there. My friend Johnny Rivet and Jenny Rivet, and they actually run a hunting camp up there. So they do a lot of their business up in the bush, as they say, the Canadian bush. But yeah, it's so beautiful up there in the spring and summer.
Oh yeah,
it's fantastic.
And for a little bit in the winter, you know, pretty sparkly, and then after a while it just becomes this ice dungeon, and you like chew your way out like a ferret in an upturned aquarium.
Yeah, that's like really not good for your health, like your mental health at least. Yeah. To be trapped in those environments, but
well, so after high school, I went to college that broke. And I got a job as a gold panner and a prospector. And I spent about 18 months, like, fly-in camps, looking for, getting soil samples, looking for gold and stuff like that. And yeah, you're in a tent for, 4 or 5 months with the same people. And they were smokers too. So basically it was like this little, I'm up north. It's so clear, so pristine. I was in a little tent-sized cube of smoke for 6 months. I think it's going to have permanent health effects even now.
Yeah, that is one of the weird things about smokers is that they're more than willing to impose that on other people. That's a strange thing that they don't find. Like, it would bother me if I was a smoker and I was sitting in a box with somebody and just subjecting them to my toxins.
I know it's minus 40, but come on, step outside. I mean, how often do you go to a pool party and say, I don't feel like going inside to pee?
Yeah.
So I'm just going to let it go. I mean, there's no non-pee side to that pool and there's no non-smoking side to a restaurant. Anyway.
Yeah, smoking, and the other thing about smokers is there's a lot of them that don't have any problem with littering. And I think it has something to do with the fact that they're fucking their body up. So there's this like cognitive dissonance of like there's something involved in like you have to have a separation of clarity. If you're willing to, it's your will. You're lighting the cigarette. You're putting it up to your lips. You're sucking in poison, and so many of them throw their cigarettes on the ground. So many of them. And I really think there's a connection because it's very rare that you see someone drink a soda and then throw their can on the ground. But in front of people, you'll see someone take a cigarette, throw it on the ground, step on it, and just walk away.
Right.
Like as if it's out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
I think it has a direct connection to this connection.
You could test that. You could go to like the healthiest food store. Like up the street, there's this vegan sit-down food store, whatever. You get a vegan cafe. It'd be interesting to see if people come out of that with their kale shakes and just throw crap on the ground. I bet you that almost nobody would.
Yeah.
But, you're hanging outside some, skeevy pool hall with a bunch of smokers and it's all litter out front. Yeah, your body is the world, is all that kind of stuff, I think.
Yeah, it's like the one thing where like it's really common to litter with. Like that's if you have like survey says if you're on Family Feud, most common thing to litter. I'm not doing the old dude who's dead. Meanwhile, it's been
Richard
like 5 guys. Richard Dawson from Hogan's Heroes. Remember?
Yeah.
Wow.
But now it's Steve Harvey. Yeah, it's not the same. But yeah, I would think that would be like the number one thing, like cigarettes. So you were stuck in this tent with these dudes, and they didn't have any problem smoking in front of you in a tent?
Just nonstop. And they weren't even like they were like light cigarettes off the previous cigarette. Like I think they're the kind of smokers who, other than sleeping, had not had a breath of fresh air in about 10 years. Like they hadn't had anything coming into their lungs that wasn't tar-based. And I know one of them's dead now, and I'm not sure where the other one is, but...
Yeah, if you were an alien and you were studying human behavior, cigarettes would be one of the weirdest ones. One of the weirdest things you'd have to pay attention to. Like, how the fuck did that take root on so many people?
No, it's a legitimate payback for the like smallpox-laced blankets that the early settlers gave the Indians. It's like, okay, fine, Whitey, you can give us the TB-laced blankets. Here, smoke this. And like, ooh, that's good. Well, this is going to wipe out more of us than of you, but it'll take time and it'll go with a smile on our face.
Well, I don't think they use tobacco in the same way. I think most native tribes that use tobacco, they use it like a cigar or like a pipe, where they're not inhaling it. They just get it into their mouth, and when you get it into your mouth, it gets into your bloodstream. You get the nicotine.
Okay.
That's why you can get cancer from cigars, but it's more rare.
Yeah.
Even people that are like really rabid.
That's like the Freudian
smokers.
cancer, because he had like 20 cigars a day, and he got, I think, half his cheek eaten away with cancer and stuff like that towards later in his life.
Yeah, a lot of the chewers get that too. Those people that keep that stuff like tucked in between their lip and gum.
Weird habits.
Yeah, but it's not that common with pipe smokers. Pipe smokers, that's the original way to do it. You just sort of take in the nicotine. In fact, nicotine is like a part of a lot of psychedelic rituals in the Amazon. They blow nicotine smoke. They blow tobacco smoke on the people that are going through these psychedelic rituals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, for whatever reason. I don't know how the fuck we got on this subject. But, so I was on Anna Kasparian's show, your good buddy, your good friends yesterday, and we had some interesting conversations, and part of it was about you. And
I appreciate that. We were talking just before the show. I don't care what you say about me. Just make sure you spell my name right.
Well, that's what I was telling her in a way. I was saying, she was getting upset, the things that you had said about what she had said. And I said, well, you got to look. This is a weird thing that goes on where people make these sort of call-out videos. Everybody likes to do a call-out video, but nobody likes a call-out video turned on them. And what Anna did is essentially she listened to Adam Carolla's rant about conservatism, and she made a rant about that, and then you made a rant about her rant, and then she's pissed at your rant about her rant about Adam's rant. And I'm like, first of all, this is like an incredibly ineffective way to communicate.
Yep.
You know, when people like, it's one of the things that I don't